A long document does not become useful just because you ask for a summary. Start with the business review you need, which claims matter, what proof is missing, and what could derail the plan. Name the review lens before Claude reads. A clear lens tells it whether to look for claims, gaps, risks, assumptions, or decisions, so the analysis has a job. This requests a recap, not an analysis. You may get a shorter version of the deck, but not the evidence check a team needs before acting. Now the work is specific. Claude can separate what the deck claims, what proof it provides, and what could create risk for a launch decision. With long materials, organize the prompt deliberately. Put the source document first, then make the review request clear after the content it needs to inspect. This gives no review goal and no structure. Claude has to decide both what matters in the document and how it should answer. This sequence keeps the evidence together and makes the final task easy to find. The question becomes the lens for the document rather than a competing block of text. Before you accept a conclusion, request the supporting excerpt. Quotes help a reviewer see the source behind the interpretation and catch unsupported leaps. A bare risk question invites a generic list. It gives you no way to trace each concern back to the document or test whether it is actually supported. This forces a useful chain, evidence first, then the risk. It does not make the answer infallible, but it makes the reasoning far easier to review. Next, separate what the document proves from what it does not answer. A gap is not automatically a failure, it is an item that needs confirmation before a decision. Compare does not say what to compare or how to judge it. The result can become a loose overview with no clear handoff for the next meeting. A fixed table makes the comparison reviewable. Your team can see the claim, the evidence, what is missing, and how much confidence belongs in the finding. A list of risks only becomes useful when it produces a next move. Ask Claude to turn the uncertain items into a focused follow-up sequence. This asks for advice without a decision rule. You may get a long list, but not a practical order for resolving the evidence gaps that matter most. This produces an operating handoff. It makes priority explicit and connects each follow-up to the evidence still needed before a stronger decision. Use this formula, set the review lens, order the source before the question, quote before you claim, map the evidence gaps, then rank the next move. That is how to turn a long document into claims, gaps, and risks your team can inspect. Next, turn sourced findings into decision support instead of another summary.